Hi boys and girls, it's Miss Rossi. Today we are going to create a simple banner. Let's get started. What you will be needing today is a piece of paper, a pencil, an eraser, something to trace your drawing with. I'm going to use a Sharpie today, but you can use a dark colored crayon, a colored pencil, or a marker. And you're going to need something to color your picture in. I'm going to use markers today, but you can use whatever you have at home, whether that is crayons, colored pencils, markers, watercolors, paint, whatever you have is going to work just fine. Today we are going to hold our paper landscape. That means it is longest going left to right. Today we're going to create a banner that can be used to thank the heroes in our community or to send a positive message. And we're going to draw it so it looks like it's 3D. The first thing I'm going to do to draw my banner is I'm going to take my pencil, and my banner is going to go right across the middle of my paper. So I'm going to make a slightly wavy line. That means it's just kind of dipping down and up once, and I'm drawing that right in the middle of my paper. My wave line is not touching the edges of my page. You want to make sure you save some space on the sides so we can add the other parts of our ribbon. I'm going to make that same line, leaving some space below it. Now, however wide you make this space, however big this inside space is between your two lines, is how thick your banner is going to be. So if you want a lot of space to write your words, you're going to want to make it bigger. I'm going to make mine about that big, and I'm just drawing that same line that I just drew up at the top. Once that is done, you can close off your edges by doing a vertical line going straight down. And now this is the front part of our banner that is facing us. Now we want to have our banner look like it's coming out off of the page at us. So we're going to do a line that's just going from our corner in towards the center of our page, and we're going to do 2 of those. And once you have that, you're just going to do a straight line coming down from the bottom line of your banner, connecting to that point. Now this is going to be the shadowed part of our banner, and it's going to help our banner look like it's coming out off of the page a little bit more. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to create another line. It's kind of like almost a frowny line where it's just curving down a little bit. Again, I'm not touching the edge of my paper, but it's going out closer towards the edges of my page. And then I'm going to make that same shaped line coming from the center of the edge of my banner. So this is the center point of that line, and that is where I'm going to draw, coming out, kind of drawing that same shaped bottom line. And then we're just going to connect those 2 lines that we just drew with a pointy V shape. And our banner is finished. Now we can draw some little lines inside here to add a shadow. When you are coloring, you can just color that a darker color, but I'm going to do that for right now so we can tell that that is the shaded part of our banner. Now that my banner is done, I can decide what I want to write on my banner. So you can put a message around your banner and inside your banner. So maybe you want to write thank you and then a person's name who you think is a hero in our community. Maybe you want to just write thank you in your banner and decorate the outside. It is totally up to you. When we're drawing our letters today, we can try and draw some bubble letters. We can draw regular letters like capital letters or lowercase letters, or we can draw our script letters to show our cursive writing skills. I'm going to write thank you across my banner, and I'm going to do it in some bubble letters. Now, if you don't know how to make bubble letters, the easiest way to make your bubble letters is to start by just doing regular capital letters and leaving space in between them, because we're going to go back and draw our bubbles around these letters. So my banner says thank you, and now I can add my bubbles around my capital letters. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw a curved line that goes around the outside of my letter. I'm creating a bubble around my letters. So I'm going to do this to all of my letters, just going around the outside with one continuous, meaning the same curvy line. I even did that little inside part of my A. Now that I drew my bubbles around all of my regular letters, I can go in with my pencil and erase the letter that's on the inside. So all that will be left is that bubble outline that I drew. Now that I finished my letters inside my banner, I can decorate around the outside. Maybe you want to add decorations that represent the person you're thanking or the person you're honoring with your project today. So maybe if you're thanking somebody who's a doctor or a nurse, you can draw their tools. Maybe if you're drawing a delivery driver or a sanitation worker, you can draw some of the things that go along with them. Maybe you want to draw a truck, or maybe you want to draw some packages. If you're thanking a teacher, or maybe even just mom and dad, you can even draw a little picture of them around your banner that you made also. You can also write their name in bubble letters around the outside and just decorate it. It's up to you how you want to decorate your picture today to thank your community hero. I'm going to draw some stars and then I think just some little lines and things like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a star in each corner. Stars are kind of tricky to draw. So I usually start by doing like the top of an A shape where two lines meet at a point. Then from one bottom corner. Then from the bottom of one line, I'm going diagonal up, so it's crossing through. I'm going to bring that across the top and back down to connect to my other line there. And then I can just erase all of my inside lines here that I don't need anymore. So I'm left with a nice star. You might have to trace over some of the gaps, and then you're good. So I put a star in each corner of my paper, and now I'm just going to add some little decoration lines and some shapes, and that is my drawing all finished. I'm going to take my Sharpie and I'm just going to trace over all of my pencil lines with my Sharpie and then color my picture in. You can color your picture in to look however you would like. I would just make sure to make this area where I drew my little lines, our shadow part of our banner, a little bit darker than the rest of your banner to show more of a shadow, to make it look like it is behind the rest of our banner. And that's my banner dedicated to our community heroes, all finished. When you finish your project, be sure to take a picture of it and share it with me. I can't wait to see the amazing work you guys create. Try your best, have fun, and get creative. Bye!